Lauren, Stuart is a scientific officer at the World Meteorological Organization. Lauren, why is there such a gap between our climate goals and the reality of what's being done? After all, the evidence is pretty clear for all to see that we have a problem.
You're right. The gap between ambition and reality remains large, and there's still a lot of work to do, even though some progress has been made. But what we're seeing, one of the big challenges is that a lot of the pledges that countries put forward are not being fully implemented. And that's going to keep us from achieving our full goals moving forward under the Paris Agreement. But there is still hope. We are making progress. When the Paris Agreement first came into force in 2015, emissions were expected to increase by 16% by 2030. And now, as a result of action that has been taken, that increase is expected to be only 3%. But there is still a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, because that 3% would still be very devastating, as I understand it. What needs to happen as a matter of urgency? If you could prioritize one issue, is it a change of political will? Is it more practical things?
Well, we do need to take urgent and ambitious action at the political level, and COP29 is just a couple of months away. And in 2025, countries who are parties to the Paris Agreement will be asked to submit new, ambitious, nationally determined contributions that outline their plans to take more ambitious mitigation action. And so we do hope countries are able to come forward with more ambition and fully implement them moving forward. But outside of the governments, there is other action to be taken as well, particularly in the energy sector, which is one of the primary sources of greenhouse gas emissions. So if we can take ambitious action in that sector in particular, we can really see a lot of impact.
You spoke a little earlier of some hope. Technology, even AI, is starting to play a really important role in things such as weather warnings and flood prevention. Tell us a little bit more about that, because, of course, it's the most vulnerable communities that are often least prepared.
Absolutely. And as we see, even in Europe with these floods, these extreme events are becoming more and more common. And like you said, they disproportionately impact the world's most vulnerable people. Artificial intelligence is a really exciting advancement in the context of weather forecasting. And it's completely revolutionizing the way we forecast the weather. And it has the potential to actually make weather modeling cheaper, faster, and ultimately more accessible to lower income countries that currently might lack the financial resources or the computational capacity to use what is now considered traditional numerical weather prediction models. So there's a lot of possibilities here, but as I said, AI is advancing so rapidly. There's still a lot of work to do to better understand this, and we have to make sure that we're pursuing these scientific and technological advancements in an ethical way as well.
Indeed. Thank you so much, Lauren. Stuart, a scientific officer at the World Meteorological Organization.